Welcome the dearly beloved anointed ones. Someone who treated you as an option is currently experiencing a full system crash. And it is a public, irreversible collapse because they can no longer hide the dark nature they kept hidden for so long. You know exactly who I am talking about right now. They walked around with absolute arrogance while constructing a false narrative about you. They expected your departure to break you completely, but instead you became the uncertainty they were never built to handle. And now, their mask has completely shattered. Buckle in, chosen one, because I am going to walk you through the exact X-ray of their meltdown. Do not scroll away. If you leave this message, you will miss the exact confirmation heaven prepared for you today. The very people they used to gossip with are watching them unravel in real time. Every time your name comes up in that room, it hits them with an agonizing weight because they realize what they lost. They threw away the only genuine diamond they ever held just to play with cheap rocks. They thought they could steal your light and leave you in the dark. But they severely miscalculated the source of your unique frequency. Your high vibration is not something you learned or practiced. It is something you were born with. And when a master manipulator loses access to a frequency like yours, they immediately malfunction because they cannot survive alone. They are starving for your energy right now, because without your pure light reflecting their ego back to them, they are forced to look at their own darkness. I need you to lock your attention on this message right now. Think about that heavy, suffocating feeling in your chest recently. You might wake up at 3 in the morning with your jaw tight and their face flashing in your mind. Listen to me very carefully, because that is not anxiety. You are not going crazy today. That physical weight you feel is your highly advanced spirit detecting their absolute panic from miles away. You are literally feeling the spiritual backlash of their public collapse. You have been carrying this somatic weight and wondering why you feel so utterly exhausted. It is because you are a powerful stabilizer and an empath. Your cellular structure is absorbing the frantic energy of an enemy who just realized they permanently lost you. Stop wondering why they act like nothing happened in public. Behind closed doors, they are drowning in the loud noise of their own making. They are frantically searching for a replacement for you, but they are realizing your specific depth is utterly unreplicable. The narcissist thrives in low-frequency environments where they can easily control the narrative and manipulate everyone around them. They need people who are easily swayed and easily broken, but your frequency operates on a completely different divine dimension. When you finally stopped explaining yourself and walked away, your silence became a lethal weapon. It starved their demons completely. Now they are vibrating at a frequency of pure desperation, while you are stepping into a beautiful season of extreme elevation. Time was supposed to age you and wear you down. Yet here you are making time itself look like an absolute fool. Let that reality sink in for a moment. Nothing makes your enemies sicker than watching you step into a room looking younger and brighter after everything they put you through. They cannot comprehend your radiant energy. While their bitter envy is aging them rapidly, the universe has completely reversed your biological clock. You carry a specific and irreplaceable gravity. It makes their old manipulation tactics look completely childish and extremely desperate. This path you are walking has been incredibly lonely. You thought nobody noticed your tears when you were crying in secret. You thought nobody saw how you held your strong integrity when they lied on your name and tried to destroy your character. But you were absolutely wrong. Heaven has been quietly watching your amazing resilience in the dark. The isolation you felt was not a punishment for being different. It was a divine incubation period designed to protect your pure energy from their highly toxic matrix. You were never the anomaly in someone else's otherwise healthy life. You were the mirror. The reaction got this loud and this messy because you got closer to their dark truth than anyone before you had. Your pure light exposed the rotten foundation they built their entire fake persona upon. They could not manipulate you into shrinking, so they tried to destroy your reputation instead. But all they did was hand you the exact key to your ultimate freedom and push you toward your destiny. You are no longer waiting in wound for an apology from a master manipulator. You have transcended their toxic level entirely. If your spirit confirms this raw truth, gently press the like button right now. Press it to seal your energetic alignment with heaven. Your physical action creates a powerful spiritual shield around this divine truth and protects your newly found peace. Do not let the enemy convince you this is just a random coincidence. The algorithm did not bring you here today. God intercepted your feed to deliver this message. Now let us go deeper, because what you are feeling right now is not new. Listen closely, because this is the exact part the enemy tried to hide from you. There is a physical reason you have been feeling that heavy weight this week. You have been carrying a dark burden that was never yours to hold, and heaven wants to lift it from your shoulders today. You walk through your day feeling like a human battery that has been completely drained. Your shoulders are tight. Your mind feels clouded by a thick, heavy fog. And every time their name is mentioned, you feel that familiar burning sensation sitting right in your throat. Stop swallowing it down. You are not going crazy. The weight is entirely real. People who do not understand your calling will try to tell you it is just stress. They will tell you to get more sleep or take better care of yourself. But this severe exhaustion is not a medical condition. This deep fatigue is the direct result of a prolonged spiritual attack. You were operating in a highly toxic environment for far too long. You are a powerful empath and a natural stabilizer. When you walked into their chaotic world, your pure energy automatically tried to heal their brokenness. You poured your golden light into an endless black hole. The narcissist recognized your rare frequency immediately. They attached themselves to you because they cannot generate their own authentic light. They used you as their personal energetic supply. Every time they threw a tantrum or spun a web of lies, you absorbed the shockwave. You kept the peace. You swallowed your own truth to keep them comfortable. But the spiritual cost of their betrayal was compounding inside your physical body every single day. It literally made you sick. That brain fog you are experiencing right now is not a sign of weakness. It is your highly advanced nervous system trying to protect you from severe sensory overload. Your cellular structure is working overtime to purge their toxic residue from your body. And this physical healing process requires an immense amount of energy because you are literally rewriting your biology. You need to give yourself grace. The enemy wanted you to feel confused and disoriented. They gaslighted you so consistently that you started questioning your own basic memory. They wanted your mind to remain foggy because a confused chosen one cannot step into their full power. But the heavy veil is lifting right now. Your spiritual vision is returning sharper than ever before. Notice how your body feels different when you are completely away from their presence. The air feels lighter in your lungs. The knot in your stomach slowly begins to untie itself. This is your physical body, confirming that you made the right decision. Your cells know the absolute truth, even when your logical mind tries to doubt it. You are healing. Think about those nights you wake up drenched in sweat at 3 in the morning. Your heart is racing and you feel a sudden wave of unexplained panic. That is not your anxiety. That is your spirit detecting their desperate attempts to pull your energy back into their dark matrix. They are violently pulling on the energetic cord because they are starving, but you have already cut it completely. By walking away and choosing total silence, you have completely starved them. You shut down the power grid they relied on to survive. Now they are wandering in the dark while you are slowly regaining your strength. Every day you stay away from them is another day your frequency heals itself. Your pure light is naturally restoring its vibrant glow. You are the cycle breaker heaven has been waiting for. You took the heavy hits so your future generations will never have to endure this specific pain. The physical toll was severe, but it did not break you. It only burned away the remaining illusions you held about the world, leaving you with a profound sense of clarity that nobody can ever take away from you. You are emerging from this fire as an entirely new creation. This brings us to a critical distinction that eludes the vast majority of people. The heavy symptoms you are feeling are not the signs of defeat. They are the growing pains of a massive spiritual upgrade. Your body is recalibrating to hold a much higher vibration. The universe is preparing your physical vessel for an explosive blessing. Do not let the enemy convince you that you are permanently damaged. You are a demonstrated warrior of light. You carry a resilience that terrifies the dark elite. They want you to stay focused on the fatigue, so you miss the massive shift happening behind the scenes. But you are waking up to your true power. Your clarity is returning right now. Take a deep breath right now and let that divine truth settle into your physical body. Feel the heavy chains of their manipulation falling off your shoulders. You are entirely safe now. You are protected by a divine mandate that no narcissist can ever penetrate. Your healing is inevitable because heaven itself is guarding your recovery process. Let me completely reframe your reality right here and right now. You did not lose anything valuable when they walked out of your life. You simply lost a parasite that was quietly destroying your peace. The exhaustion will pass. The brain fog will lift completely. And when it does, you will see clearly why this brutal separation was absolutely necessary. There is a physical reason your reality has not shifted yet, and science just uncovered why. The heavy exhaustion you feel and the financial stagnation you keep running into are not your fault. It is not a lack of strong faith or poor discipline. It is a specific blocked frequency in your brain. Scientists call it the gamma brainwave. It is the exact frequency your brain ran effortlessly when you were a small child. Back then, ideas came instantly. Learning was easy. You had a deep cellular knowing that the universe was completely on your side. But the modern matrix engineered a highly toxic environment to systematically suppress this exact frequency. The chronic stress, the digital screens, and the relentless survival mode pushed your gamma wave deep into dormancy. They deliberately silenced the most powerful part of your mind. When your gamma brainwave fades, your natural genius fades right along with it. Your intuition dulls. The daily synchronicities stop happening. And the feeling that heaven is actively guiding your steps goes completely quiet. This is why you feel like you are pushing a massive boulder up a steep hill every single day. They wanted you disconnected from your divine inheritance. Most people will live their entire mediocre lives without ever knowing this happened to them. They will accept the struggle as normal. But you are not most people. You are a chosen one. You were designed to operate at the highest possible vibration. And the delay in your massive blessing is simply a blocked cellular frequency waiting to be properly reactivated. We will return to this crucial revelation very shortly. But here is the raw truth the narcissist could never say out loud. You probably did not realize it at the time, but your radiant energy terrified them. Let me completely reframe your entire reality right now. You didn't lose. You were never the victim in this dynamic. You were the brilliant light that finally exposed the disgusting truth they hid from the entire world. When they first met you, they were mesmerized by your pure, authentic light. They wanted to possess your warm energy because they are entirely empty inside. They are like a black hole, constantly consuming everything around them, but never feeling full. They thought they could easily drain your light and discard you like they did to so many others before you. But they severely underestimated your spiritual depth. Your pure light is a powerful mirror, and when they stood in front of you, they were forced to look at their own ugly reflection. Every time you showed genuine empathy, it highlighted their absolute lack of compassion. Every time you acted with true integrity, it exposed their endless lies and manipulation. Your mere existence became a constant, loud reminder of everything they could never be. They did not attack you because you were weak. They attacked you because your strength was blinding them. They tried to break your spirit because they desperately needed to feel superior. They wanted to dim your bright light, so they would not have to face their own dark shadows. But a diamond cannot be crushed by cheap rocks. Your high vibration simply cannot be destroyed by their low-frequency tactics. This is exactly where their entire manipulation completely miscalculated. They pushed you away, thinking you would crawl back, begging for their toxic validation. They expected you to lower your standards and accept their bare minimum effort. But instead, you completely unplugged from their matrix. You chose the quiet dignity of no contact over the loud chaos of their drama. And that single decision changed everything. Your silence is completely deafening to them right now. It is a lethal weapon that deprives them of the precious fuel they need to survive. They are frantically trying to provoke a reaction from you. They will send flying monkeys to gather information. They will post vague subliminal messages online, hoping you will take the bait. But you remain utterly unbothered. You have become a solid fortress of peace, and this unbothered state is driving them absolutely insane behind closed doors. They are spiraling because they realize they hold zero power over you anymore. The control they thought they had was just an illusion you temporarily allowed. Now you have revoked their access to your precious energy permanently. Do not feel sorry for their current miserable state. This is not the time for pure empathy. The divine justice you are witnessing is the exact harvest they planted with their own 2 hands. They built a fragile house of cards using deceit and manipulation. And now your simple, radiant truth is the strong wind blowing it all down. Heaven is executing perfect judgment right now. You are the powerful cycle breaker. The generational patterns of abuse end permanently with you. You stood firmly in the fire and refused to burn. And because of your brave obedience, heaven is preparing a table for you in the presence of your enemies. They are going to have to watch you ascend to heights they cannot even comprehend. Your victory is their ultimate punishment. They thought they buried you, but they did not realize you were a divine seed. The dark soil of their betrayal was exactly what you needed to break open and grow into a towering tree of life. You have taken your pain and transformed it into undeniable power. Listen to me very closely right now, because 99% of people completely miss this massive shift. The narcissist built a massive delusional reality just to survive, and heaven is now releasing 3 specific truths about their hidden panic. The third truth is the most powerful revelation. Do not move away before you hear it. Your spiritual sanity depends on understanding this exact dynamic. The first absolute truth is their desperate illusion of supreme control. They convinced themselves that you were completely dependent on their toxic validation. They lied to their own dark spirit every single day. They told themselves you would never survive without their constant breadcrumbing. But here is the raw, uncomfortable truth they could never say out loud. You were the only source of genuine oxygen in their suffocating room, and they knew it from the very beginning. They projected their own severe insecurities onto your pure heart. They called you weak when you were actually showing incredible emotional restraint. They called you crazy when your highly advanced intuition detected their subtle lies. This is the exact matrix programming designed to keep you trapped in an endless loop of self-doubt. But your cellular knowing was completely accurate the entire time. They were the ones secretly depending on your bright light. The second absolute truth is the crushing weight of your total silence. When a massive lie gets built that big, it requires constant energy to maintain. They expected you to fight back and scream and demand a fake apology. That predictable reaction would have given them the precious fuel they desperately needed to feel superior, but instead, you gave them absolute nothingness. You packed up your sacred energy and you completely walked away. Your restraint was not a sign of defeat or weakness. That profound silence was a highly advanced spiritual weapon. You weaponized your absence and cut their energetic cord instantly. Now they check your social media obsessively, using fake accounts just to see if you are hurting. They are desperately searching for any tiny crack in your solid armor. But all they see is a chosen one stepping into a permanent, ageless glow, and it drives them absolutely insane. Your unbothered state is a frequency they simply cannot comprehend. Type 777 in the comments right now to physically claim this incoming miracle. Lock your high frequency in before we move to the final revelation. Your physical action seals this divine truth into your cellular memory forever, and it builds a permanent shield around your peaceful reality. Let them drown in the loud noise of their own chaotic making. You are entirely protected from their desperate pulls. Which brings us to the third and most explosive truth. The cognitive dissonance is completely destroying their fragile mental reality right now. They are experiencing a suppressed, synchronized collapse. Because they cannot feed on your light anymore, they are pulling energy from low-level sources, and those cheap replacements are exposing the massive void you left behind. They are literally malfunctioning in broad daylight. They are making careless mistakes at work and in their personal lives. Their carefully crafted stories are starting to overlap and contradict each other. The flying monkeys they manipulated for years are finally starting to notice the massive cracks in their fake foundation. This is what happens when a spiritual parasite is permanently detached from a divine host. They are rapidly aging while you are looking more vibrant every single day. You did not just survive their brutal emotional storm. You became the sun that dried up all their toxic rain. Heaven is forcing them to live with the agonizing reality of losing a rare diamond. Every time your name is spoken in their presence, it triggers a severe somatic response in their nervous system. They know they played a stupid game and won a devastating prize because they threw away the only person who truly loved them. Your ultimate vindication is officially here. Let us break down exactly what happens in their brain when you stay silent. The narcissist operates on a very primitive frequency of constant external validation. When you remove your attention, their internal system enters a state of severe spiritual starvation. Their false ego begins to consume itself from the inside out. They try to wear a mask of total indifference in public, but their empty eyes reveal the deep, hollow panic of a lost soul. It is a pathetic sight to witness. They are dealing with an intense frequency mismatch right now. Your energetic signature was the only thing giving their chaotic life a sense of temporary rhythm. You were the powerful stabilizer they secretly relied upon to function properly in the real world. Without your grounding presence, their erratic behavior is entirely exposed to the public eye, and they are stumbling through life like a broken machine, missing its core battery. They cannot hide their true nature anymore. You must understand that your departure was a divine interception. God removed you from that toxic environment because your destiny requires a much higher vibration. Their attempts to make you feel guilty were just desperate plays to keep you trapped in their low-frequency prison. But the heavy chains are completely broken now. You are walking in a realm of pure alignment where their dark energy cannot even reach your shadow, and your future is brighter than they could ever imagine. But before we go any further, I must interrupt this transmission for something highly classified. If you are hearing this message right now, it means you are ready. There is a physical reason your reality has not shifted yet, and science just uncovered exactly why you feel so stuck while everyone else seems to be effortlessly moving forward with their lives. Your deep spiritual exhaustion desperately requires a powerful biological reset. You are constantly exhausted because the Matrix engineered a toxic frequency. They designed it to suppress the natural wealth-attracting state of your mind. But a recently leaked document backed by 4 neuroscience labs revealed a massive secret that the dark elite desperately tried to keep completely hidden. They discovered a 7-minute audio ritual that forces your mind back into synchronized gamma coherence. This specific protocol was never meant for the general masses. It was strictly designed to keep the dark elite in total power. But now, cycle breakers like you are using it to manifest windfall wealth. You do not need expensive matrix biofeedback machines or years of traditional healing to reclaim your divine inheritance and activate your highest potential. What this audio delivers in 7 minutes is available to you today, and it requires an energetic exchange that costs less than a single clinic visit. But the dark elites are panicking right now. They are desperately trying to scrub this exact frequency from the internet because they are terrified of what happens when the chosen ones finally wake up. Beware of cheap imitations and dangerous counterfeit frequencies circulating online. The dark matrix wants you confused by completely fake versions. Protect your spiritual alignment by strictly using the verified link. You can find the secure portal waiting for you in the pinned comment below, so do not let them steal this powerful tool from your bloodline. Now let us return to the exact moment your enemy started to break. While you are activating your highest frequency, they are sinking into total despair. I need you to imagine this exact scenario happening behind their closed doors. The specific gravity of their massive regret is hitting them all at once. They sit alone in a crowded room, feeling completely invisible because nobody else carries your unique golden light or offers them that deep level of pure, unconditional empathy. They thought they could simply replace you with another energetic supply. They found someone new and paraded them around to make you jealous. But that new human supply is entirely hollow inside. They cannot provide the deep spiritual fuel that you gave them effortlessly, and the narcissist is slowly realizing this terrifying truth every single day. Their fake reality is starting to crumble right in front of their eyes. The flying monkeys they manipulated for years are starting to wake up. These people are noticing the massive cracks in the false narrative. They are seeing the erratic behavior the narcissist can no longer hide, and your profound silence gave them enough rope to finally hang their own oversized ego. They are literally choking on the exact lies they told to destroy your name. Every time they try to smear your reputation, they look incredibly unstable. People are starting to distance themselves from their highly toxic presence. They are rapidly losing control of the narrative, and it is causing a severe internal system crash that they cannot fix with their usual cheap manipulation tactics. This is the divine justice you were promised from the very beginning. God is dismantling their entire kingdom of lies brick by brick. You do not have to lift a single finger to defend yourself anymore. Your total absence is doing all the heavy lifting for you, while they are currently drowning in a dark sea of their own bitter and chaotic making. They constantly check their phone, hoping you will finally reach out. They want to see a paragraph of angry text explaining your deep pain, because even your negative attention is better than the absolute void you left them in. But you remain entirely silent in the face of their chaos, and your unbothered state is the ultimate punishment they can never escape, no matter how hard they try. You have become a completely untouchable phantom in their fragile mind. They cannot stop thinking about the massive blessing they foolishly threw away. And while they decay in their own misery, you are stepping into absolute power. The contrast between your bright rise and their public fall is incredibly stark, and the universe is preparing to display their massive failure for everyone to see. You are about to witness the final stage of their total collapse. They built a fragile house on sand, and the storm has finally arrived. Your only job now is to protect your peace and watch the divine verdict unfold. Heaven is not playing games with your enemies, and this brings us to the exact turning point where everything finally exploded right in their own face. The mask did not just slip a little bit. It shattered into a million pieces right there on the hard floor. Stay with me, because this next revelation is the key to everything. You are about to see exactly how heaven handles those who touch the anointed ones when the ultimate spiritual payback is finally delivered in broad daylight. Now I need you to imagine the exact scenario unfolding behind their closed doors, because the flying monkeys they weaponized against you are finally starting to wake up. These are the very people they used to gossip with in secret. They believed the false narrative the narcissist carefully constructed about your departure. But a massive shift is happening right now in their circle. The fake stories are no longer adding up. The narcissist is starting to repeat themselves, and their frantic lies are overlapping. The crowd is noticing the deep cracks in their carefully polished mask, and they see the erratic behavior that you tried to warn them about years ago. Your profound silence gave the crowd space to see the absolute truth. Without your pure light to blind the room, their dark reality is fully exposed. The enablers are slowly backing away from the highly toxic energy. They are tired of the constant drama and the endless need for cheap validation, so the narcissist can feel their tight grip slipping away. They are desperately trying to perform for an audience that is no longer clapping for them. This is exactly how the matrix begins to collapse on a master manipulator. They realize they are completely surrounded by the empty, hollow relationships they built. No one in that room carries your deep empathy or your profound understanding. They are starving for genuine connection, but they only have fake friends left, and the isolation they meant for you has trapped them instead. You are watching divine justice execute a perfect operation from a safe distance. Someone else out there needs to hear this exact confirmation today. Share this specific message with one soul who is desperately crying out in the dark for a shift, and be their angel today so they can break the chains of their own toxic matrix. Send this to them right now. The narcissist is losing their mind because they cannot blame you anymore. You are completely removed from the current chaotic equation. When things go wrong, they have no scapegoat to point their dirty finger at. The crowd is watching them self-destruct while realizing they have absolutely nobody else to blame but themselves, and the heavy burden of complete accountability is crushing their fragile ego. They try to bring your name up in conversations to spark more drama, but the room goes completely silent when they mention you. The flying monkeys know your absence speaks louder than any lie they invent. People are starting to defend your solid character even when you are not in the room, because your pure integrity left a permanent mark on their dark environment. The enemy wanted you to feel utterly rejected by this group of people. They thought turning the crowd against you would force you into total submission. But heaven knew those people were entirely wrong for your next chapter. The universe removed you to protect your rare diamond frequency from their collective poison, and now those same people are witnessing your incredible rise. They look at your life from afar, and they are absolutely terrified by your glow. You carry a specific and irreplaceable gravity that makes time itself look foolish. Your enemies expected your deep wounds to carve heavy wrinkles into your face. Instead, you walked through their fire and came out shining brighter than the morning sun, proving you are aging entirely backwards right now. Meanwhile, the narcissist is literally rotting from the inside out. Their bitter envy is draining the life out of their physical appearance. The crowd can literally see the darkness consuming their features every single day. They look exhausted because maintaining a fake reality requires a massive amount of stolen energy, and their main power source has been permanently disconnected. They try to replace your golden light with temporary cheap distractions, but absolutely nothing fills the massive void you left in their hollow chest. They are drowning in a shallow pool of their own making. The panic is rising to their throat because they know the ultimate public collapse is imminent, and they cannot stop the absolute disaster that is racing toward them today. Every step they take is a desperate attempt to regain their lost power. They try to assert dominance, but their weak voice shakes with pure fear. The flying monkeys who once did their dirty work are now quietly abandoning the sinking ship. Nobody wants to be associated with a falling kingdom, so the loyal subjects are running away and leaving the fake ruler entirely alone in the dark. This is the precise moment the spiritual scales are violently tipped in your favor. Heaven is forcing them to drink the exact poison they prepared for you. You are completely untouchable in your new elevated season. Your brilliant mind is clear, and your physical body is fully recovering from their attack, meaning the heavy somatic weight is gone, and you are breathing the sweet air of freedom. Let them scramble to fix a broken machine that can never be repaired. You owe them no explanation and absolutely 0 drops of your precious empathy. They made their choice when they treated a chosen one like a disposable option. And now the universe is handing them the heavy receipt for every single lie they ever told, because the bill is officially due right now. And here is the exact turning point where everything finally explodes. This is the undeniable verdict from heaven that we promised you at the very beginning. The public collapse you have been waiting for is happening right now. They are completely unraveling in front of the exact people they used to gossip with, because the heavy pressure of maintaining their fake reality is finally crushing their dark spirit. I want you to picture the cinematic reality of their massive meltdown. They are standing in a crowded room, trying to control the narrative again, but their hands are shaking and thick, cold sweat is gathering on their forehead. They open their mouth to speak, but their voice cracks under the heavy weight of their own massive lies, exposing their deep panic to everyone watching. The illusion is completely gone. The mask does not just slip off their face gracefully today, it completely shatters right there on the hard floor for everyone to see. People are staring at them in pure, absolute horror. The enablers are backing away slowly, because the monster they kept hidden in the dark is now screaming violently in broad daylight, and the crowd realizes they were manipulated for years. They are starving for your precious energetic fuel. They desperately try to scan the room for someone to absorb their chaotic panic, but nobody else carries your highly advanced cellular empathy or your golden light. They reach out their desperate hands into the spiritual void, but they grasp absolutely nothing, because you took your beautiful energy and completely walked away. You are entirely gone. In their frantic state, they accidentally reveal their deep obsession with you. They scream your name out of pure frustration. They try to blame you for their failure, but their anger only proves how much power you still hold. The entire room realizes that you were never the crazy one in this toxic dynamic, and your silent departure was completely justified. You were always the clear mirror reflecting their rotten soul, and right now that mirror is completely blinding them with divine justice. They realize they threw away the only genuine diamond they ever held just to play with cheap, worthless rocks. The specific gravity of their massive regret is crushing their chest while they watch you ascend to heights they can never reach. This is the beautiful, explosive climax of your long, silent battle. You won this entire war without lifting a single physical finger to defend yourself. Your profound silence was a lethal weapon that completely destroyed their fake kingdom. Now they are drowning in the loud noise of their own miserable making, and they have absolutely nobody to save them from the rising flood. Look at how rapidly they are aging under the weight of this divine punishment. Their dark envy is carving deep, heavy wrinkles into their miserable face. Their eyes are entirely hollow. While they decay in their bitter jealousy, the universe is making you look younger and more vibrant every single day. You are stepping into a permanent, untouched, ageless glow right now. You literally bent time itself while they crashed into a solid brick wall. This is exactly what happens when heaven executes perfect judgment against those who attack the anointed ones. The spiritual scales are violently tipped in your favor today, proving that your pain was actually a profound preparation for massive power. They expected your quiet departure to completely destroy your spirit. They waited with bated breath for you to fail so they could laugh at your pain. Instead, you walked out of their toxic matrix and you became the brilliant SUN. You carry an irreplaceable gravity that makes their old manipulation tactics look completely foolish, and you shine so brightly that they cannot even look at you. The flying monkeys are quietly watching your massive rise from a distance. They see the beautiful peace surrounding your life, and they secretly wish they had followed you out of the dark, but they chose to stay with the sinking ship. And now they must sink right along with the completely broken captain. The narcissist knows they can never repair this massive, catastrophic damage. They cannot appeal this divine verdict, because the Supreme Court of Heaven has already slammed the heavy gavel. You are the powerful cycle breaker who handed them their permanent eviction notice. They are locked out of your high-frequency matrix forever, and they will never taste your sweet energy again. Every time they try to pull on your energy cord, they are electrocuted. Your spiritual boundaries are made of solid divine steel now. They are forced to live with the agonizing reality that they lost you permanently. While you walk forward into a season of unprecedented abundance, you are completely untouchable. You are completely immune to their toxic, desperate poison. Let the deep satisfaction of this raw truth wash over your physical body. You do not have to forgive their actions with pure empathy today. Your ultimate forgiveness is simply moving forward into your extreme elevation while they choke on their own bitter harvest. The battle is completely over, and you are the absolute victor, wearing the heavy crown of a true chosen one. You walked into this dark season bleeding from heavy wounds. Those deep wounds were inflicted by people who were completely blind to your massive worth. But look at you right now. You are absolutely victorious today. You are no longer waiting in wound for a fake apology from a master manipulator, because you have permanently transcended their highly toxic matrix and secured your ultimate freedom. The heavy chains are completely broken forever. While they publicly unravel, you are stepping into your permanent, untouched power. The brutal financial struggles and the severe spiritual exhaustion are shattering right here. Step into your absolute authority and receive the exact harvest heaven prepared for you. You are the CYCLE breaker who ended a massive generational curse, and your pure light is finally radiating outward to completely change the atmosphere around you. But there is a very specific reason your massive breakthrough is facing sudden resistance right now. The dark elite are absolutely terrified of your rising power. They see your golden light returning, and they know you are breaking out of their control. So they are actively trying to suppress the exact brainwave frequency that guarantees your permanent freedom, because they want your gamma wave to remain completely dormant. Princeton University studied this specific brainwave and its direct link to massive wealth. The Einstein Center in Berlin confirmed that the legendary flow state is driven entirely by gamma activity. But the Matrix engineered a highly toxic environment to shut this frequency down completely. They used chronic stress and survival mode to keep you functioning as a drained human battery, and they stole your natural genius without your consent. Your left brain will try to inject heavy financial doubt right now. The Matrix programming will tell you to hesitate and wait for a better moment to claim your power. Silence that loud, demonic whisper instantly. That hesitation is exactly how they keep you broke and exhausted. So if your spirit is vibrating with a deep cellular knowing right now, heaven demands your immediate obedience. Do not let the dark elite win this massive battle. After years of hidden research, a team of brilliant neuroscientists compressed an entire gamma activation protocol. They condensed 1 full hour of powerful brain entrainment into a 7-minute audio track. No meditation and absolutely no hard effort is required from you today. You simply close your eyes and put on a pair of headphones, while the sound wave does what the modern world spent decades completely undoing. It is called the Genius Song. Over 18,000 chosen ones have already used it to unlock their stalled finances. A beautiful nurse from California said, her life now feels wonderfully enchanted. A smart business owner from Texas said the gamma frequency figures out his hardest problems while he sleeps, and a strong woman from Manhattan said the dark curse her family carried is simply gone. They stepped into their highest potential. The elite have quietly paid thousands of dollars for clinical biofeedback sessions to access this exact state. What the Genius Song delivers is available to you today for a tiny fraction of its true value. But you must act very quickly to secure this powerful tool. Do not look for it on YouTube or Spotify, because the copies circulating on those platforms are diluted counterfeits designed to lower your vibration. Protect your precious energy. The only authentic and fully activated version is waiting for you right now. Click the specific link in the pinned comment and the description below immediately. You are fully protected by a zero-risk, divine guarantee today. If you do not feel the massive shift you deserve, Every single penny is returned to you without question, because this is a sacred, energetic exchange governed by complete and total trust from heaven itself. 4 powerful bonuses are waiting for you inside the secure portal right now. These include a special audio engineered for your children and the original prosperity book that secret societies use to build their massive wealth. Do not let the dark elite scrub this leaked document from the internet before you claim it. Activate your specific frequency before your authentic access is revoked forever, and take back your stolen power today. The chosen one who hesitates at the open threshold becomes the chosen one who always wonders what could have been. Your beautiful gamma is waiting to be properly reactivated. Your massive destiny is waiting to be fully unlocked. The divine door is standing wide open right now, but you must walk through it and actively claim your ultimate victory today.